What's good? What's hood with it, man? YouTube, it's your boy Melly, and we back with another banger of a video. Now, we're gonna be doing a reaction, but this is gonna be a totally different reaction, because I'll title it in the video, so y'all boys already know what the sauce is. We're gonna be reacting to a few of my clips that I post on my TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all boys. If y'all ain't never tapped into my TikTok, this is my platform right here. We still growing. Genuinely, we realistically trying to be the first. We gonna be the first nigga to do it big, coming from where I come from. You feel me? So we on that grind. We gonna get there. But if y'all ain't never tapped in, make sure y'all tap in. All the sauce with approaching women, and my takes on me breaking down certain scenarios and why I look at certain things in certain ways, because I put myself in the field too, and I had a lot of clips where I went wrong and I had to learn and watch film, and that's how I get better in these situations. You feel me? And that's why I feel confident enough to talk to y'all about these things, right? Because I ain't just talking and just sitting behind a computer and going about my day doing nothing else. Nah, like, I put myself in the field. Like, I do this shit in real life, right? But anyway, so and on top of that, gang, we just trying a different look. I ain't gonna lie, this shit hurting my head, but fuck it. We down there look like King Von. Hey, let me stop. But nah, look, on a real note, right? So listen, we're gonna be breaking down my clips, right? So I want y'all boys to see my perspective on on these clips. I want y'all niggas to see my perspective. I want y'all niggas to see my angle and my mindset when I approach these situations, right? Now, one thing that I can always reiterate, and I be telling my dogs this shit a lot, is when it comes to talking to women, gang, all of us have one goal, literally, and they know this, and they know what it is too. Don't let a girl make you feel bad for wanting what you want. You feel me? As long as you ain't taking it from her, you feel me? But all of us doing it, like, we doing whatever we doing to get one. I mean, to meet one end goal, bro, and that's for the box, right? So there's different ways you get to it. You could trick to it. You could lie your way to it. You could be straight up and get what you want. However, but you know at the same time, how you get it is how you get it. But I say that to say this, gang, if you see someone else with good game, what you could do is take things away from their game. And if you feel like there's things that you like that you could put in your journal, go ahead and snatch that shit up and put it in your book. But don't look at one person do something and then try to copy and paste their style, the way they do it. Gang, it ain't gonna work. You gotta figure out your game. If you see a nigga like Duke, or one of these creators that really put it out there, and you trying to take everything away from them as far as their personality and where they carry themselves, and trying to mimic them exactly for who they is, my nigga, you lose, gang. You gotta master your game. You gotta perfect your game. You gotta perfect your craft. That's how you get better with talking to women. You gotta perfect your game. Perfect your approach to the game. You know what I'm saying? So when you see mistakes and you see things that you could work on, you organically can make up for whatever for whatever you might have fucked up. And that's how you become a better player in this game. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's for one thing, right? But we're gonna be reacting to some of my clips. So first clip I got right here is one of my biggest clips. It at 6.5 right now, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been dropping content for a minute, right? But funny thing is, my shit was just at like 3K at the time, and I ain't gonna lie, this probably hit a mil at the time, and a few other videos did like a couple 100,000s. But when this motherfucker went off, gang, I went to sleep that night. I dropped this shit like 1 a.m. and I woke up, this shit was at 230K. And by the time this shit was said and done, we was up like 33K. But we just slowly went up from there. But anyway, let's get straight into the first clip, right? So this clip right here was me just, outside doing me. And I was actually talking to one of my dogs, and I was looking at her, and he was actually putting me on because he was fucking with her before I pull up, right? So he was kind of like on some, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, shorty been pressing me or whatever. I think he like, niggas talking and shit. He cracked type shit, and he just trying to move on. Like, this just what it is in Turks. So I was like, shit, I bet. Let me just pull up and see what she on. So boom. know, she looking all scrumptious and shit. I ain't used that word in so long. So boom, you know, fine wine, thin as thick as chocolate. You feel me?
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
All right, so boom, opener. I didn't think I'd get too much of the introduction then, because you trying to make the video as long as possible, right? As short as possible, but as much meaning as possible behind it, right? So I think initially I tapped in, she was like talking or whatever, but this where the bread and butter was. And me personally, when it comes to talking to women, gang, I look at myself as a philosopher. Now, I don't believe in all the Rizz shit. I don't believe in all of the, trying to come off as smooth and trying to say punchlines or catchphrases or whatever the fuck y'all niggas call it. I look at flirting totally different. I like to have a conversation with any girl I talking to. I don't just talk to talk about nothing. Like, I gotta feel you out and filter you out in a sense to see if I really want to talk to you, like, or see you outside of this night. Because for me, I don't care about having a box at the end of the night generally, because that's how you catch some shit. You might be talking to a girl that might give you some background on her being a run through. You feel me? Or she just easy. And I'd be like, kind of, all right, I'm cool off of you. You feel me? Like, y'all niggas really got to filter out these girls y'all talking to and just stop thinking what y'all date.
Doing great. What's your name?
Kimberly.
Kimberly. Where you from?
Georgia.
Georgia.
So, we just getting into simple, small conversation, small talk. For me, like I say, my mind is not focused on trying to get a clip or trying to say some smooth shit to go viral, gang. We just talking. We just having a regular conversation. In my eyes.
I can see it.
So you see the eye contact, she maintaining that eye contact. So that's when I know, all right, bet. She intrigued. She like what she like. Now, some girls you might pull up and the energy be totally different. And I had situations where you pull up and the energy is totally different. Matter of fact, let me find one of the clips that was so funny, right? This one right here. Now, I say POV, you just know when to walk away. Now, the funny thing is, right? Niggas in the comments was on some dick shit. Say, nah, you took too long to walk away. Say, why is she running away? Maybe the camera was a bit too much. Like, niggas just saying anything in the comments. But then again, it ain't for me to explain myself. You feel me? But I doing it right now, right? But look, this situation was different. Now, let me tell you on the backstory of this. Shorty was watching me the entire time. And this how women could be. You see, like, women, they could be so tricky, gang. I'll be real with you. A girl would see you, gang. She'd find you hella attractive. She'd, like, really be like, damn, this nigga fly as shit. And you might have catch her looking at you. Now, you just gonna, shit, you might be a shock for it and you pull up. You ain't playing no games. And then she start acting stupid. Now you like, bro, what the fuck is you on? Like, literally, in the back of your mind, you're going to be like, bro, what you on? You looking at me, you sending me the sign, basically you giving me the choosing signal, like, pull up. But when I pull up, you giving me a 180. You feel me? You giving me 180 vibes. Like, you just switch up that quick. So, when I pull up, I was like, let me play it a little bit.
What's your name, baby?
I'm Jen.
Huh? Nice to meet you, Jen.
Like, all right, you see the vibes is totally different from that last clip, right? She ain't even look at me. She ain't even really smile or nothing like that. She looked more distant right here than the last girl. She was smiling a whole lot and the eye contact was there.
Jen, where you
Right?
from?
She started looking at her friend. You see, she started walking away.
Why you?
So now, boom, I say, why you running, right? I shouldn't even say that genuinely. I should have just been like, all right, bet, shit, keep it pushing. But, this what film is for. You learn from these things, right? But initially, I only say that to apply a little bit of pressure just to see if she would have eventually come back, like reel herself back in. Because she probably might have been shy. She might have been a little bit nervous. She probably would have been shocked that I actually pull up and she wasn't expecting me to. Because like I say, Shorty was watching me the entire time. You feel me? So I was just like, all right, let me apply a little bit of pressure and see if she just might, calm down a little bit. Let me see if I can make her a little bit comfortable. That was just my thought behind it, right? So boom. So she's smiling, she laughing and giggling and shit. So I like, all right, it ain't that deep. She seemed like she ain't tripping, but let me try.
Listen. I trying to build up.
So boom, I was like, I trying to build out potential chemistry. So basically, in other words, this would be an articulate we're talking to women comes in. you know, you just throw your words around there instead of saying I trying to build out chemistry. I trying to get to know you. I trying to build out potential chemistry. In other words, I trying to get to know you, but I make it sound like I really trying to connect with you on a different level, but I trying to say the same shit, but it come off in a different way. So boom, I don't even have to really play this, right? So it didn't get nowhere, right? So I was just like, shit, fuck, you just know when to walk away. But leaving the entire scenario, leaving that entire situation, guess what? Her nigga was right there. Her boyfriend was actually on the boat with us going back. And I was like, okay, I know I wasn't tripping because there's no way you looking at me like you want me to pull up. But when I pull up, it's just a whole different, like the vibe is totally different. All right, let's go back right here.
How old you?
29.
29. Man, you look great. I ain't gonna lie.
So boom, you know me, I don't really care about the compliments, gang. So I just was like, shit, you look great, and I noticed she had a good smile, right?
That's the entire reason why I came over here. 25.
All right, so one thing I learned about approaching women too, and I started to really add this to my bag. Let me tell y'all niggas something. Direct, you gotta be, I don't want to say direct. Direct is kind of like the word, but I don't want to say direct. I would say one thing I learned with approaching women, if you really want a girl to fuck with you, you got to make her feel special in a sense, right? And that's not by complimenting her. If you pull up and you just be straight up and be like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, you caught my attention and I feel like the best thing I could do is come and holler at you before the opportunity might have slipped by. That shit gonna make her feel like you just dropped everything you had going on to catch this one opportunity. And in the back of her mind, that shit gonna make her feel like she on cloud 9. You get what I'm trying to say? So me just being like, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I just can't make, wait, what'd I say? I forgot.
29. Man, you look great. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you. That's the entire.
Okay, so I was like, you look great. I ain't gonna lie. That's like one of the main reasons why I come and talk to you. So that kind of highlight her amongst everybody that's out there. All the bad bitches that's out there. And I was like, I ain't gonna lie, you look great. And that's one of the main reasons why I had to come and talk to you. So I learned over time that when you throw small little hints like that, when talking to a girl where you just emphasizing, like I say, not complimenting, but you emphasizing her presence or you emphasizing just the little small details to make her feel special, that'll make her fuck with you more. It'll make her want to hear you out a lot more. You see how much she's smiling after I say that?
The reason why I came over here. 25.
Look at that. She like how old you is. Now she leaning in. She really trying to get this conversation going. She really trying to hear me out. Boom. Catch it at the right time.
Like that. Why you looking at me like that? What you do?
Now you know this my tune. I just really on some chill shit. You know, why you looking at me like that, my baby? You trying to get cry? Now I'm just playing, but I really just on some chill shit. You feel me? I on some shit. Why you looking at me like that? Like 25 ain't, but 25 is too young or some shit. You 29, 25 ain't nothing. You still little.
Denim.
So, all right. So what I did right here was when I realized the age thing was something she was just trying to like play on. One thing I learned is to avoid coming off insecure. I ain't insecure about my age, right? But in her eyes, what could make me look insecure about it is reiterating it every time. Oh, 20, what? I too young for you? What, is that a problem? Like, you know what I mean? Like, once you keep overemphasizing it, now she's going to be like, all right, boom, I just triggered him. Because actually, his age ain't an issue, but I'll just throw it at him as a joke to see how he respond to it. Now, me responding to it like, bro, man, get the fuck up on out of here, gang. 25 is not young. 25 ain't young at all compared to 29. So I just don't make too much of a fuss about it, and I shift the topic of the conversation. Shit, what I say? You have braces? What you do? All right, boom. I was like, shit, what you do? So I ain't trying to get too much into that conversation because it ain't gonna go nowhere. But the only thing that's gonna come out of it is she losing interest. Just simple as that. Right? Because me complaining about my age is an easy way for her to be like, oh, nah, this nigga bitching about his age, man. He insecure. He really a little boy. You feel me? So I shift the conversation topic. What you do?
Denim. Let me see a smile.
Go ahead and eat.
Like you put in braces and all of that. I might need to put my hands back in.
So all right. So boom. This right here is pep talk. Right? Now, these kind of conversations, women really want you to keep them. It's like they got you on a speed run, right? You gotta. This way, a lot of y'all niggas go high and dry in these conversations. You pull up, you introduce yourself, you asking them, you might ask her age, and then you might say something, and then she give you a response, and she don't really say nothing to like elaborate the conversation. Y'all niggas just go blank. Y'all brain start frying and shit. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas shit just turn staticky because you don't you're not looking at it from her perspective. And this is something that I always explain. Look at the game from a girl's perspective. She have over 100 niggas trying to talk to her a day. Now she looking at these interactions as speed run trials, my nigga. She looking at these as, listen, like, you might be handsome and all, but at the same time, you got to give me something to go off of. You got to create small talk. It's either you might could go off the vibe based on how much she's smiling and engaging, where you could extend a 3-minute interaction into 6 because she vibing, so you could just string out a little bit more because you know she interested, or you just go ahead and going straight for the digits and just keep it pushing. Don't say too much, and then you might just link up with her and talk to her after that if she really interested. It's up to you. But what I did right here was create more pep talk, because in her mind, she probably looking at it like, all right, nigga, you got goddamn 30 seconds more before you get out of my face, because you might have done been the 20th nigga for the day to talk to me, or the 50th nigga for the trip that tried to talk to me. You just another nigga. So in her mind, she don't really care to really create to create conversation. She just looking cute. She just looking to see what I can do and how I can go about shit. You feel me? Because she know what I trying to do, and that's to get her number, just to see her like after this. So she already knowing what the game plan is for me. Now she ain't just trying to do nothing. I gotta see how I could make something work for me or something shake. So let's go ahead and be like, all right, shit, you put in braces for people and whatnot, and then I just throw in, shit, I might need to get my braces back in. Just to throw it at her like, I might have to just come up and pull up on you for you to put these back in. You feel me? Just to create some of the kind of intimacy.
You can come all the way to Georgia?
Right?
Come to see you.
I damn near come all the way to Georgia to see you to put these braces back in, baby.
Yeah, I'll put it back in. We can work on that.
Huh?
I said we can work on that.
Let me think about it.
Girl, you got enough time to think.
You got enough time to think.
Okay. By the end of the night.
All right, what's your number? Let me lock you in.
You see what I could have did right there, and that's where film come in. She this could have make it a little bit more like flirtatious, right? So when she was like, by the end of the night, she's like, I'll think about it by the end of the night. Now what I could have do was I could have say, I mean, I'll wait until the end of the night, but how we gonna do that if you ain't give me a number? You feel me? It's like make me asking for her number come off a lot more smoother. You feel me? More P-like. So you feel me? Like, damn, all right, shit, I'll wait for the end of the night, but how you gonna reach back to me if I ain't get your number? You know what I mean? Like some shit like that. So this where film comes in. This where learning from, I wouldn't say it's a mistake, but seeing where the improvement could be made, right? So the next time I pull up on a girl, I definitely remember like, all right, if I in this situation again, I know how to make it come off a lot more smoother and more like flirtatious, like to get her to hit to me a lot more. You feel me?
I said, what's your number? Let me lock you in.
No, it's a Colorado number.
719.
And that's why I fucked up. I had a number in the end of the video. But damn, this video is almost 20 minutes. I don't know. I'll stop it here. Listen, I'll be genuine with y'all niggas. I'll stop it here. I'll stop it here. I'll drop the video and I'll post the clips and see how these things do. But I'll still drop more. But if y'all really want me to go more in depth with more videos, more topics in different situations, and y'all niggas let me know what y'all think about my theory and, you know, my points and the things that I'm making. If y'all understand where I'm coming from, if y'all getting anything that I'm saying, if y'all missing anything, gang, just leave it in the comment section and just let me know. We go straight through. But I think I'll start doing these a little bit more often because I getting tired of just reacting to nothing, gang. A lot of shit ain't even worthy to react to nowadays. So I react to some of my clips. I react to my mindset and, you know, how's these situations really playing out in real life scenarios instead of just the little 1 minute and 30-second clips you seeing, right? So we're going to get more in depth into these situations. But Y'all niggas let me know what y'all think. I'll drop the clips. This video might not do not much numbers, but we're gonna see how the clips do. And if y'all make it to this video and y'all let me know y'all thoughts, we're gonna get straight to it, gang.